Terrore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. I am a woman of my word. Go to Gortash's secret prison. Of course, you could always leave him to rot. But that would make Will's sacrifice worthless. And I know you wouldn't want that. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the Hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. The 9 hells of Baldur. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Twice Mazoras held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burnt. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me. Sometimes, fate closes a door for good. The bolt is fastened, the key is destroyed, and the wish is forever locked away. The Hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. I have once already, after all. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks. We will knock him out if we need to, or restrain.
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your Duke. I will shield him, as I shield you.
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, I'm not about to say no. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why. I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps. I was going to save the best until last. But to put your mind at ease, yes. I want to share everything that lies ahead of me with you. If you're willing, of course. Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
That preening vulture seems intent on haunting our camp. I suppose we shall find out if her kind sleep, and how heavily. Will is a good man, and that is exactly what his devil will use to bind him, in as many ways as she knows how. A man might twist himself into something else just to escape that collar, but I have no such fears for the blade.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
Will gave up freedom to save his father. I will never understand people like that. I was so hoping you'd say that.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. Will's father owes him gratitude. I hope for his sake Ravengard is gracious enough to offer it, given how much it cost.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belen was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belen took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Someone there?
dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wags.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let's get going.
Meet sorcery.
Think you can take me on?
I'll feel like one later.
still breathing, despite everything.
Lovely day, this. Now.
Let's move.
Folk don't even think about it much, I bet. But they should.
Afternoon.
She always has something juicy in the gazette.
What's you got? You look as out of place here. What say you? Should I have another? You'll need to preserve me, I need them. No, sir. We abandoned our farm. We used to sell our barley to the brewer who makes this very beer. Why? No more point to that than getting mad at a plague of locusts or the weather. We're farmers, not fighter. Oldest boy, Corson. He means well, but a fancy feller called Three-Piece wants to place him as a... Maybe I should just join the Flaming Fist and take the signing bonus. What else can I do? Ah, that's a solid tip. Could work out for a gentle kid like Corson. Thanks, stranger. You helped settle my mind. Thanks are all I have to offer, though. Mail meter bleed for you.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves.
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at work.
A new Archduke? Fancy.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do? I reckon the murder would had something to do with it too. Got punters. I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought... If we get you staying up there, you can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one. Keep your voice down about the bloody murder. Top floor's all yours.
Halt, Civvy.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through.
You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reverence to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Lots of blood. Some pink stains, too. Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
Watch your back.
Never a dull moment.
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Right. It's all about the boffo yolks. We see who can tell the funniest story. What you get if you cross an owl bear with a bugbear? An owl bug. You get it? Hey, would it kill you to laugh a little? What do you think? Want to pit your wits? Great! Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The Elf Song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me? Got me with an ancient jest that's older than I am. Ho! Hang on. This should be against the rules. Pig jokes are never wrong. Well done.
Cheers, whistles, and applause. You're almost shocked.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Now get out of here before I lose my job. As if the Blade Throne is not already here, striding among us. Her power. Hello. Nice day for a walk. Soon, the cycle will reach its zenith. Should you want... Listen and submit to the Mistress of Disease.
What do we do? What can we do? Submit.
Found anything interesting in today's broadsheet?
Speaks well, that Enfield Tash. Excellent rhetorician.
He's a man of the people, too.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty. She will be executed 5 days hence.
We'll still have to clean the rabble off.
He'll manage. There's nothing that man can't do. No. They stain their drinkers' reputation instead.
Only day for it.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Speaks well, lad.
Nearly ended me.
Sorry. This can't be the end.
What do we do? What can we do?
Embrace it.
Lovely day for it.
Promised at least 100 more watchers before the year was out.
Good.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty of treachery. She will be executed 5 days hence.
I'm just saying, why does wine?
What to do?
White wine doesn't stay in tongue.
No, they stain their drinker's reputation instead.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit too early.
Why, hello there.
Oh, they do look ever so...
Ah, Mrs. Highbury.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist.
No,
I must say, it...
Why, a serial killer.
it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I will peel.
spill some blood.
Alright, time to see what's new horrors waiting for us.
In my opinion, we should have your watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It would certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, he'll laugh. Leave him some time, and then...
The corpse remains. The corpse doesn't.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Good. Once Gortash clears off his cultists.
No one stopped me yet.
I still can't believe... Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us. I still can't believe what that horrid man wanted to do.
Much less painful.
Let's go.
What's that?
Something over there.
Should have worn better boots. Carefully now. Softer than a whisper. Looking ahead.
Something smells tasty.
Can't afford any mistakes. Just hurry this along.
Is that blood? No. Never mind. Maybe I need more pockets.
Trust no one. A crooked touch.
souvenir.
I've got a long road ahead.
Read any of the Gazette.
Stresses me out more than the Gazette, mate.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty of treachery. She will be executed 5 days hence.
Tell all sorts with technology these days. You eaten at the Elf Song before? Awful. Just...
Hearing you say that stresses me out more than the Gazette.
Right here in the Elf Song.
You should start your own union club.
I can do that. I have loads of opinions.
I was joking. You really... I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you...
It always is.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard?
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
My beautiful cabbages! Do you know how hard it was to get those
Why don't we...
I shouldn't have run away.
What now?
Where's the apprentice when you...
Why won't he get off?
Can't get involved with this.
The corpse has none.
Lost.
Little unfounders folks got it. All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. No time to rest.
Shauntia. Behold, Vaemneri. This tree is plagued by pestilence, yet will not die. Awaken, little one. Flower, as I know you can.
So what exactly did you see?
Left out till Anthony. Would you throw one of them? Have you seen?
For Logir's fireworks, once it's lit, you commit.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows.
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? What else? I don't know. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or... What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? Forgive me. I did not know I had kept Gortash's humble servant waiting. You may bring this message to him. Everything is right on schedule. The next batch will be dispatched within a 10-day. Exceptional quality, if I do say so myself. The Gondians will know it when they see it. I believe that concludes this purchase order. We very much appreciate Lord Gortash's continued honoring of our humble establishment with his custom. Have you... Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste. Aha! You must be half as... Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. Browse as irresponsible. Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste.
All fingers intact, and I'll help you.
The fist, it might blow them up.
We are we?
Bet you a million.
Head on up. Your uncle is...
And they'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams. Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
I'm back.
Be such a
These things have stayed interesting.
Another friend of Felagir? All right. Looking to buy a little something extra, then? That could not be less of your business.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Employees only, Pastia. If you're...
Critical, just a bastard.
Employees only.
So what exactly did you see?
Shauntier. Bless these roots.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
10. Good.
You do know that Uncle Felogir...
Probably just a dead cat.
Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Maybe a few dead cats.
Done.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Always room for more.
Not critical, just a bastard.
You do know that...
Steady. Steady.
We need to tell the flaming fist. Give it some help.
Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch.
Steel Watcher. You.
Gonna need to change out this barrel.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash has got to be paying them out sync fees. Things aren't like they used. The paper quality is atrocious. Worn out.
Senior.
Are we at temperature yet?
Back for more of Uncle Felagir's finest, are you?
To change out this barrel.
Where's an apprentice?
Look, either you came to buy things from Tamara, or...
Good.
Look, either... Employees only.
Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical.
Awakened.
Arrest the smell?
Flower goes up.
Watch when you need 'em. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Steady. Steady.
We'll try and find someone who can help your mind out.
Where's an apprentice?
Latest news is, brand new. Only in the Baldur Gazette. Let's do that, please.
Good lad.
Afford a failure on a critical
Where's an
pipe.
apprentice when you need one?
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
10. Good. Intact.
Not everyone subscribed.
What a day.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with...
Time for discretion.
All is ash and meat.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
With pleasure. Be careful. There are traps about.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Should be easy.
So what exactly did you see? I don't rightly know, but I was up to no good, lurching this way and that. Walking funny isn't a crime.
I have such a headache.
Awaken. Flower and bloom as I maintain steady as
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Village and I'll be picking my teeth. Where's an apprentice when you need one? Done. 8, 9, 10.
Not for communal use.
Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
He's such a heartless bastard.
I'm not. I just don't want to get in trouble, that's all.
He's gonna need a fight, no matter what happens.
We need to change out this barrel, see?
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need them?
Employees only.
I don't need any attention.
Are we
right
scheduled
now.
for maintenance?
They have. Would you
Can't afford a
throw
failure on a critical pipe.
You don't have
Not critical, just a bastard if it...
Your violence.
Done. 8, 9, 10. Good. All fingers intact.
Pressure steady. Are we at
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Still on my feet.
Steady. Any spillage and I'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams. Where's an apprentice when you need one? Done.
We need to change out this barrel, see?
All fingers intact.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. We scheduled for maintenance.
Any spillage and
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
8, 9, 10.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Where's an apprentice when you need one? Done. 8, 9, 10. Good. All fingers intact.
We need to change out this barrel, see?
Might be useful.
Steady blue as I knew.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Picking my teeth out of the roof beams.
Pipes are looking a little rusted.
Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
9, 10. All fingers
My hand
intact.
slipped.
Let's talk. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor, maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane ally, or maybe he made an off.
Sorry, but there's no room for me. Ready and willing. Played at the ready.
Nothing hurts anymore. feet.